Good hello everyone, my name is Nathan, or ELEMENTofFROST. Welcome back to the Walking Dead episode predictions. That's right guys, it's Thursday, as you guys know. Today is February the 5th. The Walking Dead Season 5 mid-season premieres this Sunday on AMC, February the 8th. So as you guys know, I've been talking about it for a little while now. My prediction videos return today, and my episode review videos return on February 9th, which is the Monday after the episode airs. Now, predictions for The Walking Dead, guys. Let's get into it. Now, this episode is Season 5, Episode 9, entitled, What Happened and What's Going On? Okay, so that's a pretty long title name. Now, I think they just wanted to get it in there, basically because of the previous events that have happened, like Episode 8, spoilers, by the way, for any episodes before this. I'm not really sure why you're watching it if you haven't caught up to this point, but nonetheless, what happened and what's going on, it's kind of relating back to the fact that, they went to the hospital in Atlanta. They all gathered up, everything like this. They had this giant plan. It was all going great. They got Beth back. They were about to exit the hospital. Dawn fucks him over, says that she needs Noah, and then Beth gets shot. Dawn gets killed. Well, Beth got killed also, not just shot, but Beth got killed also. And just, shit went down last episode, really. There's not really much else to it. Shit went down. And it all happens so fast, so they're probably just, wondering basically what happened and what's going on, saying, what the hell just happened at the hospital? We had Beth, we had her back, and she's dead now. And what's going on? Like what are we gonna do from here? Where are we going? Because they don't really have a plan anymore. Their original plan was to take a bus and obviously go up to Washington because Eugene had a plan to quote save the world. Well, that's all up in flames because Eugene obviously revealed to us in episode 5, I believe it was, that he wasn't a scientist. So there's that. And, yeah, anywho, guys, so the synopsis of the episode goes as follows. After all the recent trials the group has faced, a slight detour might prove to be the solution they've been looking for. Now, I'm pretty sure I know where this is going. Like, 100% directly know where this is going. It's basically a flashback all the way the hell back in the comic books. I mean all the way back. I'm talking Volume 2, okay? Now, in Volume 2, this is what happened. They found this community, okay? Spoilers again. Just don't. If you didn't read the comic books and you're planning on reading them, I wouldn't go, forward with this video. But anyways, in the comic books, in Volume 2, they find a place before Herschel's farm. They find a place. It's called Wiltshire Estates, okay? So it's basically a giant walled-in community that used to have people in it. It looked safe, it looked secure, there was no walkers outside, anything like this, and they thought, they thought it was secure. They thought this entire community was 100% completely safe, okay? So they kind of inhabited it, they spent a night there, they started to try to wall it in, everything like this. And, yeah, well, anyway, they found this community called Wiltshire Estates. That's where they went. That's where they were. And I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing with the show right now. They're kind of recreating this scene from the comic book, Wiltshire Estates. Now, whether or not it'll be the same thing, called Wiltshire Estates, well, I guess that, time will tell, obviously. But in the show, we've actually heard Noah, which, if you guys don't know, is the kid that was in the hospital, Grady Memorial, with Dawn and everybody. Him and Beth were trying to escape the hospital together. He only made it out, and then, Beth got trapped and everything like that. And then, Noah met up with Daryl and Carol, and just so on and so on. And, obviously, Dawn wanted him back, and that's how Beth got killed. But nonetheless, he talked about before that he had this community that he wanted to go back to. This was his home. How he got captured originally was him and his father were out on a run, and they got attacked. His father was down, and Dawn's people basically rescued him. They could have rescued his father, but they didn't want to because he probably would have fought back in some way if they tried to keep him there. But Anyways, they rescued Noah, and that's where Noah wants to go back. You know, he had a bunch of people there. Obviously, his father's dead, by the way, now. But he wanted to go back to this walled-in community, and it's in Richmond, Virginia. Okay, so he said it's a giant walled-in community. You know, he was like, when I left, there were still people alive, everything like that. But that's not saying there's still people alive now. But that's a risk that the group is apparently willing to take. So if you guys don't know, AMC actually posted the first 2 minutes of episode 9 on the AMC YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure it's on the website somewhere as well. Anyway, I'll link it in the description, the one to the YouTube channel. If you guys do want to watch the first 2 minutes of the episode, it's not really any spoilers or anything like that. It's kind of just flashbacks to what happened previously. Rick's having a little chat with Noah while these flashbacks are going on. Then they have a little chat all together, like the group's kind of, you know, grouped up and everything like that. They're just kind of discussing, I believe, the possibility to go on this detour and bring Noah home. And Rick basically says, you know, if we do this for Noah, if we bring him home and this walled-in community is here, you know, it's safe, his people are still there, you know, everything like this, sure, it might be a waste of our time, but if it's not, this might be the last place that we ever actually have to go to, because they could be safe in this walled-in community. And, you know, this is a risk that I believe Rick is going to take, bringing Noah home, and then also finding sanctuary for him, you know, his baby, Carl, his whole family. You know, I'm not talking family just his bloodline, I'm talking like his whole group. That's what he calls his family now. So anyways, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. You know, they're going to recreate this Wiltshire Estates. A long time, you know, in the present, obviously, in the show, way past the prison, way past Woodbury, way past the farm, basically, you know, past everything, even the hunters and everything like that. In the comic book, this Wiltshire Estates community took place all the way in the back, all the way even before they hit Herschel's farm, even. And, yeah, I'm thinking they're just trying to take a stab at it, you know what I mean? Like, I believe back in Season 2, when Shane and Andrea went on a run, I don't exactly know what episode number it was, but Shane and Andrea went on a run to go see if they could find Sophia. And they came across this community with a bunch of houses in it, you know, white houses. It kind of looked sort of safe, you know. There wasn't really walkers around on the street or anything like that. And then they went into a house, and then they seen walkers. And anyway, I think that was their first attempt at possibly recreating it. But it didn't really catch, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't really show us that that was Wiltshire Estates. You know, there was no sign that said Wiltshire Estates or anything like that. There was nothing there to indicate that was Wiltshire Estates. But I believe that was their first stab at it. Because, like I said, that's all the way in the back. And then, like I said, there was no walkers or anything. And then they were in a house searching around. Garage door opens. Walkers come piling in. And, you know, it was kind of entertaining. But like I said, I think they're just trying to take another stab at it. With this upcoming episode. Now, whether or not they're going to get to the walled-in community with this episode, maybe stay the night, find out that it's actually not safe, because it's not safe. You know, they get there, they think it's safe, they spend the night. Rick ends up, I believe, not falling downstairs. He walks downstairs, he gets attacked by a walker. He doesn't get bitten, obviously, but he gets attacked by a walker, and Tyrese basically saves his life. Now, I'm not sure if obviously that's all going to happen in one episode. You know, that would be kind of stretched in a way, unless they go for like some sort of a time jump to where they're, you know, taking the aftermath of what happened to Beth, you know, going back, maybe burying at the church, having that ceremony, because in that first 2 minutes, the Father Gabriel, obviously the the priest, Father Gabriel, he was actually doing some sort of a ceremony, basically, for Beth. You know, he was saying a few words, you know, everything like that. Obviously, he's very, very religious. Anyway, they were having sort of a funeral / memorial for Beth. At least I believe it was Beth, unless somebody else dies. But no, I definitely think it's Beth, because we see Maggie crying and, you know, everything like that. So, yeah, so I think that's what's going to happen. I think there's going to be a detour. You know, they're going to talk about going to this place. They're going to have this funeral for Beth, / memorial, or whatever you want to call it. And then they're going to be, you know, maybe, I don't think they're going to be piling into a car, because I don't really think they have a car. Maybe they'll just start to walk, you know, come across a vehicle and everything like that. And then I believe they're going to continue and do some sort of a time jump, maybe mid-episode, probably, I'd say a quarter way through the episode, they're probably going to have a time jump or something like that, where they're, walking down the road, they're covering each other's backs with guns, they have their bags on their backs and everything like that, or it's going to happen the very start of the episode when Rick is having this conversation with Noah, when he's having this conversation with his group, debating on whether or not they want to go to this safe place that Noah knows about, obviously in Virginia. Whether or not they want to go there, maybe at the same time, the scenes that are flashing are maybe them making their way there. So it could be like a present sort of funeral for Beth and a present sort of decision-making, but at the same time showing the scenes of them getting there, if you guys know what I mean. Because the first 2 minutes of the episode, judging by what I've seen, is kind of like a giant compilation of things that we've seen and then things that we haven't seen. You know what I mean? Like Daryl and Rick, they're going down. Rick aims his gun at a car window, maybe looking for supplies or seeing if anybody's in that car. Maybe he can get that vehicle, go ahead a little bit, stuff like that. They're just kind of generally showing new scenes, old scenes. Rick's saying that they had a place and it got overrun. It flashes back to a scene of like the prison guard tower, the fencing and everything like that. That was a very, very cool. It kind of brings back nostalgia in a way. We see the prison a bit in the sequence and everything like this, and it looks very, very cool, and I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with it in the actual episode. And like I said, that's only the first 2 minutes. So anywho, that's what's going to happen, I think, with this episode. That's my predictions for it. I don't really have any other things to say other than that. I think they're just going to take another stab at recreating Wiltshire Estates, and then, like I said, maybe at the start of the episode, they're going to be doing the whole sequence thing with the flashback and the flash forward and the present and, talking to Noah, talking to his group, making this decision, and then at the same time keep showing scenes of the funeral that they're having for Beth and keep showing scenes of, Rick and everybody going down the road and clearing cars and, stuff like this, gathering supplies, making their way to Virginia. And like I said, when they get to Virginia, I'm almost guaranteeing it, there's not going to be any more of Noah's group left. They're going to be all dead. They're not going to be found, anything like this. But Rick and everybody, they're going to think the community's safe. They're going to generally think it's safe. They're going to clear out a house and probably forget to check the basement, is what I remember in the comic book. They're going to forget to check the basement and then go down there. Walker's going to attack Rick. Tyrese maybe is going to save him. Or it could be somebody else other than Tyrese. Who knows? Who knows who it's going to be? But yeah, that's pretty much it. By the way, hopefully you guys are enjoying the Dying Light gameplay that's going on right now. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you do, feel free to let me know in the comment section. And for every Walking Dead prediction or review video, I can definitely hit you guys up with some Dying Light. I think it's very, very cool and very dynamic gameplay. I really like the game. It's a zombie game, obviously, so it fits right along with The Walking Dead, with me talking about it and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the episode, guys. That's what I think is going to happen in the episode. There's not really anything else I can say towards what's going to happen. It's kind of all guess at this point. But I believe, like I said, they're recreating Wiltshire Estates. And I know I said that a long time now. But like I said, there's not really anything else to be said. They're just going to get that community. They're going to think it's safe. They're going to be fooled into thinking it's safe. In the comic book at the time, it was winter when they entered Wiltshire Estates, and there was a sign on the front of Wiltshire Estates that said something like "Don't enter, dead inside" or something, and that sign happened to get covered up with snow, which obviously impaired their vision and impaired them getting into the community, knowing what was going to be in there. Obviously the sign was covered with snow, so they couldn't see that it was overrun and everything like that. So I'm wondering if they're going to do something like that, or maybe they're going to have it like... I don't think they're going to use snow, because we haven't really seen snow in The Walking Dead. I think it would be cool, but I don't think it's going to happen. They'll probably go along with the sign actually being there, but maybe the sign fell off a post or fell off the wall or something like that, landed in the grass and they just didn't see it. Something like that. Something's gonna definitely happen. Shit's going down. What happened and what's going on is what's basically gonna be the motto of every person in that group. You know, they're just going to be probably constantly dumbfounded. You know, they're struck with the tragedy of last episode with Beth dying and everything like this, and they just don't know where to go from here. And whether or not they'll return to the church, I'm not sure. They'll probably do the funeral somewhere in the woods, maybe at the church, maybe they'll go back to the church, who knows exactly where they're going to go. But then, like I said, they're going to make that run to Virginia. Rick's definitely going to talk them into it. So, anywho, thank you for guys. Thank you guys for watching. My words get a little mixed up there. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, feel free to hit the video with a like, share it with your friends. Tell me in the comment section below what you guys think is going to happen in this upcoming episode of The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 9. What happened and what's going on. As you guys know, this episode airs, like I said before, this Sunday on AMC, February the 8th. I believe it's like 10 Central. I believe it's Central. I'm not too sure on the time zones or anything like that. I think it's 10 Central, 9 Eastern or something. I think it's 9 Eastern. Yeah, we're going to go with 9 Eastern. But anywho, that's when it airs. And if you guys are interested in my episode review videos, definitely check back to my channel on Monday, February the 9th. I will have a episode review for the episode of the other day, if that makes sense. Season 5, Episode 9. I will have a review video for that episode up on Monday. So check back to my channel for that if you guys are interested. And that's basically it for now. So yeah. Links in the description to all the episode predictions and episode reviews that I've done so far for all the episodes, including Season 3 mid-season finale, including from then on. I didn't really do any Season 2 or the starting of Season 3. I'm thinking about doing maybe throwback reviews and stuff like that. I think that might be fun. But obviously, you know, I can't really predict those episodes that were in the past. That would really make no sense whatsoever. But anyway, links to the description to those playlists in the below. Check them out. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. And like I said, leave in the comment section what you guys think is going to happen. Have a little discussion with yourselves. And I'll be down there as well talking to you. Alright, later.